participation. So we see that governments and private working together is not such an exception after all. I have a question for you. Why do governments partner with the private sector or with NGOs? Why? What reasons can you think of? I would like to suggest that you pause this lecture and then write down your points, and then if you have more than one point, then try and rank your responses. Go on. I have another question for you. Think about this. With reference to, this question is with reference to India, of course. How many ministries do you think are involved in trying to find solutions for the transportation domain? How many? There is the Ministry of Civil Aviation, Ministry of Railways, Shipping, Road Transport, Highways, and Urban Development, which also does involve itself with transport. What about energy? How many departments, how many ministries are involved in that? We have power, we have coal, we have petroleum, we have atomic energy. So the problem area is one, transportation, energy, and so on, and yet we have a lot of agencies trying to find solutions for the service needs of the citizens. Is this, what parallel can we draw from other countries? Is this such a large number of departments unique to India, or are there other countries which follow similar practice? In India, the Government of India, ministries and departments are organized on the basis of allocation of business rules. If you were to visit the website and look at the Schedule 1 of the business rule, it lists out maybe 40 plus ministries and departments. Today, in 2015, that is. In 1947, there were only 16. How about looking at other countries? USA has perhaps a third of the number that I've just mentioned, maybe about 15 to less than 20 really. UK has about 20 odd, about half the number that India has. So we realize that the problems of transportation, energy, and so on are really, there are a lot of commonality from country to country, and yet our solution to this problem seems to be different. Our way of organizing ourselves from a government perspective seems to be different from the way other countries, at least some of the other countries, are adopting. One of the questions that we would like to answer as part of this topic is to look at the very definition of government. In fact, if you look at why certain number of departments exist in one country and a fewer number of departments in other country, perhaps there are the entire approach to what the government should or should not be doing finds a reflection in the way these are organized. And again, we go back to the first question we posed on partnership. How partnered can the government be? Because the more partnered a government can be, the less it needs to do things on its own. It can rely on its private sector partners, its NGO partners. So think about it, how partnered can a